everybody. Welcome to the Morning Roast. I'm, of course, Sugar Chris, and with me is Mr. Evan. How you say that? Carothers?
Brothers.
Carothers.
Yeah.
All righty. And, of course, we all know Sim is always fashionably late to these things. He'll get here when he apparently decides he's good and ready after he's got his Tim Horton coffee and whatnot in him. We've already got Pale Rider. What's he saying? Sugar's. Oh, gosh dang it, Pale Rider. Quit sending your lies in the chat. We got Past Master Dan. It says, time change pisses me off. Just saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel you on that. Yeah. And we got Mo popping in. Already, Mo? You're up early. Already popping into the chat. Look at that. All righty. So, Mr. Evan, this is our first time having you on to the show. This is exciting. And we're going to talk about Talks. Volume 1 up there on the Kickstarter. Now, is this your first book, or have you done
it? Is not. This is the first one I've created that's published through a direct market publisher, but I've self-published a couple books before this one as well on Kickstarter.
Oh, really? What was the previous ones?
The first one I did is a sci-fi series called The Ignis Quadrant, which is a space western inspired by like Firefly, Star Wars, even some Indiana Jones type stuff there. And then I did a horror double feature called Mixology Noir that was 2 stories inspired by classic craft cocktails.
Okay, neat. Yeah, I never really watched a lot of that Firefly show. I could never get into it.
Oh man,
something
you're in the minority then.
Yeah, apparently everybody always loves that show. We got Grey Wolf. Hello, good sir. Hope you're doing all right. Mo says, getting my hour back is like an emotional tax refund. There you go. That's a good way of thinking about it, Mo. Oh, my.
Daylight savings time becomes a lot less fun when you have a toddler, let me tell you. It's like throwing a wrench in the spokes of a bicycle.
Oh, my. Let's see. How old you youngin'?
2.
Oh, yeah. Everybody says the terrible 2s, but they can also be some of the greatest times of raising a youngin' too. They can drive you nuts, but they can also just wrap you around their finger.
Yeah, there's a lot of cuteness still too.
Yeah,
it's like those Sour Patch Kids commercials where they like the Sour Patch Kid punches you in the face and then gives you a hug. It's a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
sweet and sour.
Oh, you gotta love them though. We got Ace. Hail Ace. All right. So let me bring up the campaign. Boom. How long you been doing the comic book scene, Mr. Evans?
3 years, I guess I'd say 3, maybe a little longer. My first Ignis Quadrant issue was pre-COVID, so I don't have a sense of time anymore, but it's been a while.
Is Sugar seriously getting parenting advice right now? Shut up, Mo. A.K.A. Sugar, the single mom maker.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I have not made any women single mothers. Good Lord. We got 17 days to go, though, but we got 75 backers. That's a good amount there.
It's climbing.
Oh no, 2,666. 4,500. Somebody back that. That could be considered a bad luck number.
I'm not afraid of the mark of the beast.
But 17 days, so still got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, things are trending on track.
Yeah, I think this will get funded.
Yeah, this series is coming out in shops right now too through the publisher of Blood Moon. Yeah, so they're a little bit behind in terms of the scheduling. Issue 4 should be coming out, I believe, next month, and then the 5th issue is coming out after that. So this is kind of complementary to the direct market release.
Oh, that's awesome! So folks might stumble across this in their shops too. That's cool.
Yep.
No trailer, so I don't have to worry about playing that. So Soul ain't here to fuss at me because he's a Soul Ion in the chat's always telling me pitch trailer. I
have mixed opinions. I've done like 30 Kickstarters now because I have a tabletop gaming business as well. It's like kind of similar but not the same. And I've had I've done a lot of experiments over the years. Like, is the trailer worth it? Because it takes so much time and energy to create. And I'm like, I just have a really nice image and get people into the content.
Hmm. Oh, I didn't know
That's
you
my
did.
thesis anyway.
I didn't know you did tabletop as well.
Yeah, that's how I got into comics. I did created a whole kind of sci-fi world and a suite of characters and stuff for tabletop gaming, like fleets of starships and miniatures and stuff for 3D printing. And as part of that whole world building experience, I kind of created the world that became my first comic series.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that should have had you. I should have had you on for those things too, because a lot of folks in the chat do tabletop as well here. But I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Mo says, I think Sugar may be feeling regrets. This book is called Tox. Probably reminds him of his baby mama, the toxic girl. Shut up, Mo. No. Toxic girl was not. I did not put a baby in that woman. But what's your pitch for Tox?
Yeah, Tox is a story. It's a wasteland story. So humanity essentially destroys the ozone layer, causing radiation to be able to flood through to the earth, and it just batters the earth, killing most of humanity, mutating all the creatures on the earth, killing all the crops and driving humanity underground. That was 30 years ago. So humanity's since been sterilized, and one woman named Claire becomes kind of miraculously pregnant. And the story is about her trying to figure out what it means to be, a mother to be and care about any life other than her own in this world that left humanity behind long ago. It's kind of like Children of Men meets like Mad Max, essentially.
Oh gosh, I've heard a lot of things about that Children of Man movie and stuff. Pretty brutal.
Yeah, I mentioned I have a 2-year-old, but my wife and I were in the hospital right in the middle of like the worst part of COVID, where all the doctors and nurses were like wearing all the the masks and everything. We could see this much of their eyes, and we're in there, family could be in there, and she's giving birth. I'm like, man, this is kind of like we're bringing a kid into what feels kind of like a hopeless situation. I'm like, what would it be like if this was like really a wasteland? And that was kind of the inspiration for the whole story.
Let me see. What did they say? That one woman becomes miraculously pregnant. Sugar, I didn't plan this. Shut up.
It's a miracle.
There's Soul. Just came home from work. Traffic was a little wild today. Hi, Chris, Evan, and chat. Hello, Soul. Yo. You'll be glad to know, Soul, this does not have a trailer, so I don't have to worry about you fussing at me. He's already thrown the link in there. Thank you, Soul. I appreciate it. Does she go on a quest to obtain child support from Sugar?
The legal system in the wasteland is a little less forgiving than our current legal system.
Yes. So how many pages is this then? Because this is like a collection.
It's 5 issues collected, for volume 1. So it's about 140 pages of sequentials, and then there's all the past covers and some concept art and stuff. So the total trade's about 160 pages.
Okay. Did you do crowdfunders for the previous issues as well?
I did. Yep. I did. I grouped them. So issue 1 and 2 was one campaign, then 3 and 4 was another campaign. So this one is the collected trade. Then issue 5 for those who've been doing singles, and then there's a whole new kind of one shot that I'm releasing digitally as part of this, but also is collected in print too.
Can folks get the previous floppies on this campaign?
Yeah, so I should add that in here. I haven't added it as an add-on yet because I have to count how many exact copies I have left. But so to answer your question, currently no, but I need to do that because I've had a few folks ask me about that too.
Okay.
So currently, if you want the back issue, the trades are best bet, but I should get some past floppies in there.
Yeah, because I don't think I've seen this book before, so this was my first time encountering it. Oops. And how many pages is the whole volume? It's got to be pretty hefty then.
Yeah, that's what I said before. It's 140 pages of sequentials, which is 5 issues collected, and then all the extra stuff, all the back matter and covers and stuff.
Look at that. Yeah. You got the digital option now. With international, are you shipping international?
I do ship international. Yep. It's not insanely expensive. I've found a way to keep it relatively affordable. I think the trade, if I recall, it's like $11, maybe $15 to ship internationally. So it's not dead cheap, but it's not like insanely expensive. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I mean, I get international backers pretty much every campaign.
Awesome.
Which is insane because I live, in Minnesota. I could drive to Canada in about 3 hours, but it's one of the most expensive places to ship to.
It's always nice to hear, that's a thing that you can have, because a lot of my chat is international.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really good shipping providers. I use Pirate Ship specifically, but it's so convenient for creators because you ship it to their domestic facility, so you don't have to do customs form or anything, and then they address it to the correct international post service and do all the customs and stuff for you. So it's there's no reason that no crowdfunding campaigns shouldn't support international shipping at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah. I've talked to some folks who use like fulfillment services, Critical Blast, and some other folks who do it and everything that make it decently affordable for international people. Right. So hopefully more creators can, realize that these people are out there and utilize their services.
Right. And there's obviously the digital options too. I mean, I personally consume a lot more digital comics than physical these days because I have had to get rid of a whole lot of stuff to make some room for life. But I mean, a lot of my digital backers are international folks too.
Yeah. Plus that digital options considerably cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, printing in the last, I don't know, since I started doing comics, even printing is up about 30%. The cost of paper, everything, obviously inflation. So, and digital makes the backers more money too, right? Because there's no print cost, the margins are better. So,
yeah. Sugar Plus, we also got the pitch, so you're in the clear. Good job. Yeah. Sugar's baby mama story. Stop that. Oh, Lord. Yeah, folks. Yeah. This is what they do all stream, Evan. It's just make fun of me.
Every stream I've ever been on is always like there's a percentage of them that are just there to kind of friendly hassle the host, which I always appreciate. It's good camaraderie.
Oof. So everything's has now. I have not gotten to fully read the digital version you sent me. I was that's actually why I was a little late getting this stream going, everybody. I was late sending Evan the link because I was reading the digital he sent me. But I am curious, is everything that mutates becomes like aggressive?
Generally, that's just kind of a byproduct of the fact that resources are lessened, right? So obviously every creature will do anything it can to sustain itself, and that often means turning to, much more aggressive forms of finding sustenance of any variety that's still available. And a lot of the stuff that couldn't really defend itself and fight for food, like herbivores and things, tended to die off. So, yeah, I mean, everything out there is trying to kill you one way or the other for the most part.
Gotcha. Now, does like some of the settlements, do they do like underground like farming?
Yeah, that's a bit part of the story. So, I mean, the humanity is very, spread around now. They ended up underground to try to avoid the radiation. They've developed like a lichen that has some radioactive properties that provides light in the absence of a lot of electricity, but also, kind of becomes a food staple. And the radiation like inevitably penetrates everything. So that's kind of an aspect of the story, is that everyone who's still alive is slowly dying no matter what. It's just a ticking time bomb. And there's this process called toxing, which is the namesake of the title, where you can kind of purge some of the radiation from your body. But a byproduct of that is a roll of the dice risk that you might just, immediately trigger the mutations right away instead. So all of humanity's living on borrowed time, eating this shitty irradiated lichen to survive, and, just kind of kicking the bucket further down the road, but we're all dying out slowly.
Let's see, we got PR saying, speaking of saving money, I spotted discount furry suit PJs at Walmart for sugar. Shut up. Oh, Lord. See, this is another thing. They keep insisting I'm a furry, Evan, even though I'm not. Lord.
Hey, perception is 90% of the battle, right? That's what they say.
Again, though, I did see a game that's kind of furry that interested me. In there,
dip a toe in. You don't have to go full furry.
It's some sort of jailbreak game. I don't know, but it has anthropomorphic people in it. I don't know how degenerate it is, though. I didn't really get to look into it. I just kind of was like, oh, that looks kind of interesting, and then moved on.
I think anthropomorphic stuff is the cop out of furriness, because then you can claim, well, it's not a person in a suit. They've actually changed, and
It's not furry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you read. I was reading, I'll have you know. Excuse me. I was to the part where one of the main characters dies. I'll say that. I don't want to get too spoilery, I guess.
Yeah, you made some progress then.
Yeah. Sample chapter. Thank you, Soul, for putting that link in there. Everybody go check that out. So if you want to, get a taste of the book before you decide on anything.
That chapter is actually one of the companion one-shot stories. So as part of this campaign, I created a 44-page one-shot in the same world, and I'm releasing it in various parts throughout the campaign. So it's a great story in my opinion, but it's not the official collected volume, but it still gives you a sense of the world and stuff.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Sugar spends enough time in PJs as it is. He can combine his fursuit with that level of comfort. Shut up. Good Lord. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that would be something I could do if we got Axel's Infernal funded. Was I could go buy those PJs, those furry PJs, and I could wear them for you guys.
Hey, why not be comfortable while doing a stream, right? I'm sure they're quite comfy.
But would it be worth the embarrassment, Evan? I don't think so.
That's a question you have to answer for yourself.
Mo says, Evan, every time Sugar slips up and mentions his fursuit, he throws his knees under the bus and claims it's her suit. But once he streamed his lovemaking session with the bear in Baldur's Gate 3.
I've heard so many Baldur's Gate 3 stories about people doing stuff that they're embarrassed about. I like that trend.
I did not do anything he just said. I do not own a fursuit. Neither does my niece. She wanted one, but they're too expensive. And I did not make love to a bear in Baldur's Gate 3. I barely got into it. I haven't even left like the first act.
Sounds like you need like a fact checker in here or something.
Well, they would just call him a liar anyway.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, everybody, it's very actiony, the book. And there's a little bit of gore there, a little bit of blood going on.
Yeah, try to keep the pacing fast, but not too fast, so it doesn't feel rushed. Try to keep it, bright and interesting, yet still, obviously, it's a wasteland. So that's an interesting challenge, trying to take a bleak, desolate landscape and make it not boring looking in a comic.
I thought the art was pretty solid, and the colors were nice as well. It's got some good visuals.
Glad to hear that.
I've seen there's 2 colorists.
Yep. Yeah, I had to switch colorists partway through the series, which was unfortunate, but I did my best to work with the new colorist to kind of match the style as much as I could.
Oh, we got an M14. Look at that. Oh, nice. Let's see. We got the rewards there. Your digital options.
Yep. With the back issues of those other series I was talking about too, if you're into sci-fi and horror stuff, there's a couple options for you there.
Let's see. Pale Rider is the official fact checker of the channel, which means it's all misinformation and fake news. That's right.
Until proven otherwise.
He has nothing but lies that he posts on his YouTube channel about me.
Nice. Welcome to the internet in 2023. You don't know what's real and what's fake anymore.
Yeah. So do you have a bigger showing of the covers?
Yeah, if you scroll down, there's
there we go. Thank you. Here we are.
Yeah, these are just the issue 5 ones.
Oh, look at that. Cover B looks pretty neat. I like that cover B there.
Yeah, that's the series artist actually, with a different colorist for the cover.
Yeah, I think cover B is my favorite of these 4 there. It's got the most action and stuff going on in it.
Right.
We got the 4 cover options. We got the one shot.
Yep. Tried to do a fun little. This is a 6x6 inch comic with a wraparound cover, so it's kind of a little bit different format. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll sell good at shows and stuff too. People always like something interestingly different they can hold in their hands.
Wraparound covers are always cool. Always like the idea of those. Yeah, look at that. Now, you said you do shows as well?
Yeah, I mean, nothing crazy big yet because I'm obviously pretty locked down with my new family, but I'm trying to get to. I've done a lot of local shows. I live in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, but I'm trying to get to some larger, bigger national shows this next year. I have quite a bit of inventory now, so I think it's worth getting out there and doing some more stuff.
Sugar Glider is the name of show's persona.
That's a good one. I like that.
Let's see. Would you eat the moon if it was made of cheese? That's right. So yeah, just say yes and move on. So that's what Sugar gets up to. What? Oh, gosh dang it! We got some more interiors showing off for the one shot. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a lot of content for folks. If they want to back, for just the volume 1 for the physicals, only $25. So you're getting a decent amount there.
If you don't know who I am or trust anything that I've done, I got Eric Palicki as the co-writer on the series, who's a pretty prolific published author who's done quite a few cool series as well.
Oh, okay. Ben Worrell. That's our artist, Mr. Ben there. Okay. But yeah, this is pretty nice. Pretty affordable, too. If you want to get some of your options there. Let's scroll down here. I want to see Talks Volume 1 plus. Oh, okay, so to get both this and the one shot there. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Print. Oh,
yeah, that's everything I've ever done in print version.
Gotcha. Took me. I'm a little slow today.
Trying to make Kickstarter reward options understandable was a challenging thing too. I mean, especially some of these campaigns you go to when there's 20 different covers and it's just confusing as hell.
Oh gosh, yes. I as a guy who goes through these things all the time, when I get to one of those campaigns, I usually just back out.
Yeah, it's just analysis. I mean, unless you're a collector and you want 10 copies, it's analysis paralysis.
And it's usually like it's hard to figure out what the story is. It takes me forever to scroll all the way down to where they've put the interiors, because it's just like, here's this cover, here's that cover, here's this cover, here's that. Like, right. Oh my god.
That's a complaint I have about Zoop too. I don't know if you're familiar with Zoop, but I've found some pretty good books in there to back, but they start with the pledge options first, and you have to scroll through all the covers and shit. I'm like, just show me. I want to see some interiors and see if I'm actually going to enjoy this before I want to care about what the covers are, But collectors have a different mindset.
Yeah, it seems like those kind of things are geared towards the collector rather than someone who's going to actually read the book.
You're right. Yeah.
I can't. So usually when I get to those, I just back out. I'm like, I'll just move on. I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to figure out what this is about, and if I'm interested or if somebody in the chat would be interested.
No, 100%. As a consumer myself, I'm like, show me some interiors right away. Tell me how much it costs, and then I'm going to buy it. And then I'll often check it out in more detail later. But
yeah, I'm like, give me the pitch, show me some interior work, tell me the price. Yeah. That's what I want to know right away.
Yeah. This is another thing I wanted to do that you never see is like the books were done, and everyone, if you're going to buy a trade in a bookshop, you flip through it, you want to see what it looks like instead of just 4 pages. So I'm like, why not show thumbnails of every page in the whole damn book so people can see, all the palette changes and how it flows and stuff, and get a sense if they're interested.
I do like that, because that's one thing that bothers me is I can't look at the book and see what it's going to be like. So yeah, I do like that idea there, putting that out there.
Yep. I mean, it's just low enough resolution where you can't blow it up and read the whole story on your computer monitor. I mean, you can get a sense of how the story goes, but you can't get all the dialogue.
Yeah. You don't get enough details there. Here's some more interiors. It's a one shot. This is starting to sound like the director's commentary from Sugar's sex tape with Bebby. What are you talking about? Hush up, Mo. Good Lord. Yeah, I do like that. I like the whole being able to kind of see like thumbnails of the book, get an idea of what you're getting into.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that too often in crowdfunding campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
But again, a lot of them are not. I'm the type of person where I don't crowdfund a book until it's done, like letters and everything. So I at least, I can do this kind of stuff to show, and then I can focus my attention and energy on, marketing it and, all that stuff instead of scrambling to try to finish that book. So when it's done, I'm actually going to be ordering the trades and the one shot probably tomorrow. So I'll have them in hand, because I'm ordering larger quantities that I need for the campaign. So I'll be able to ship these, pretty much the day that the funding comes through.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So it's going to have quick turnover time then.
Yeah, I mean, I strive for that. I think 2 or 3 weeks is the most I've ever had in a Kickstarter. I don't want to dick around. I want to get the books in people's hands and move on to the next fun thing.
Yeah, so you'll be able to, if you back this, you'll be able to get like a full story arc essentially, and get it in quick time. Yeah, that'll turn out real nice for folks. How many more issues after this are you planning on doing?
TBD. There's at least one more story arc that should kind of wrap up where I wanted to go with this initially, but we'll see how things go. With kind of the final direct market release is going to be an influence on it too. Don't have complete sales numbers for all that stuff yet.
Okay.
But that said, there's still a satisfying ending for the first story arc. I'm a big fan of, having a story with a beginning and a middle and an end, even if it can be continued. Just something that can be satisfying to sit down and read.
Something that if something were to happen and you'd never get something else, you'd still be happy with what you got.
Oh, as a reader of comics, I absolutely hate when people do that. It just drives me freaking insane. And you're like, oh, great, I'm not going to get another trade for another year.
Yeah, that's something I've been kind of frustrating about these books is like you get one and then it's like, well, I'm having to wait like 2 years before I can get one.
Well, even the direct, if you want consistency, you can do the direct market, and be like, all right, I'm anticipating they're going to be monthly releases for, X number of issues, but then you get printer delays and stuff too. And even that can't be guaranteed. And crowdfunding, you don't know if the next campaign is going to be immediately afterwards, or I got to wait 6 months. So
yeah,
I appreciate when creators communicate that to me, or have finished books, or, even some that do, multi-issue campaigns and stuff too, because I want more meat on the bone to read.
Mm-hmm. What's this? Show me what you got. Okay. Well, we are showing you, so. Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. And
yeah, it's very, very close to home, emotional story that was created from a very real experience that I had. So it's got some a lot more. What I'm trying to say here, it's got a lot more in the storyline than I think you'd see in a story that was kind of just artificially created. Like there's a lot. This has a lot of meaning, and there's real loss and happiness in the story tied to my own personal experiences too. So, as you mentioned, characters will die. You'll get attached and hopefully feel some feelings throughout this experience as well. In addition to just gore and mutated animals trying to murder you and all the fun action you need to make a comic kind of move along too.
Now, you said you did tabletop. Are you planning on doing anything with this in that regard?
So I actually have done a lot of kind of post-apocalyptic stuff already. There's like a lot of post-apocalyptic games like Fallout and Year Zero and other ones that I've done a bunch for already. So some of the characters from this story have actually made their way into my tabletop, 3D printable stuff. But those things are more designed to be game agnostic. Regardless of what game you're playing, you can find, miniatures and models and stuff that fit across of them. So I may eventually do like a game supplement for this world, but it is most likely will just exist in comic form, specifically to this talk story.
Okay. Well, you said you did a Fallout tabletop one?
Yeah, so some of the stuff I created is design. Most of what I do is like I'm a 3D designer too, so I create stuff people can 3D print themselves.
Hold on. How you doing, Tim?
Oh, good morning.
What is that noise?
That's a big truck. I'm outside. I'm on my way home. How's it going? Good morning, everyone.
You sound terrible.
I'll sound better when I get home. I'm outside. I'll be there in like 2 minutes.
All right.
I just wanted to jump in a moment.
trying to hear what Evan was saying about his Fallout tabletop there, and you just started making all kinds of racket.
I'm sorry, there was big trucks passing by. I just came out of it important.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, I know. I did it on purpose. Usually I wait till I get back home and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to log in while I'm at Tim Horton and walking out.
Look, now the cops are after you.
Yeah, I didn't pay my Tim Hortons.
They're like, there he is. That guy's always stealing Tim Horton coffee. Let's see. Sugar. Oh, gosh dang it. What is that? Hold on. Let me look and see what that is.
That seems like a dangerous link.
They're always dangerous links with this bunch. Oh, okay. It's a GIF from Adult Swim. Oh, is that Rick and Morty people? I don't watch that show. Let's see. Then he says, Sim, are you riding home on a vacuum cleaner? But this is, I've done this live streams now for years now, I guess. But recently, the past this is now the second campaign I've had with that was starring a pregnant woman.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was like,
somebody told me it was trendy to get pregnant during COVID, and I was like, first, shut up. Then two, I guess a lot of people probably did that. So
I guess that makes sense. You're stuck at home.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I knew that was a risk. Like, you'd think a lot of the comic reading audience is people, kind of in our demographic. I'm like, I don't know how many people are going to be interested in watching reading about a pregnant woman. But I'm like, well, there's more to the story than that. Hopefully that can shine through a little bit. But
yeah,
you want to give somebody the will to do anything they have to survive, and fuck some mutants up. You give them something to lose.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, that maternal instinct will start kicking in. Hey, Doc. How you now? Holding up, sir. He says, oi, oi, and hello, ahoy. Hello, Doc. Hope you're doing good this morning. Oh, we got a little pistol grip shotty. I've never been a fan of the pistol grip on a shotgun.
Depends on the caliber and the type of ammunition you're using.
I seen one at an auction the other day. I was like, I'll pass.
Yeah, it's funny. Like in the whole world of this wasteland, obviously people are scavenging for stuff, and I've been coming up with working with the artists for like the different type of weaponry. I'm like, a lot of this isn't practical and not what I probably want, but you got to have a little flair for like cool sawed-off shotgun you can stick in a holster on your motorcycle, stuff like that.
Plus, I mean, if they're scavenging, they're going to take whatever they can get.
Yeah, for sure.
That giant fuck off bird.
Yeah, the Fabled offering. Yeah, that does have a pregnant woman in it too. I remember that one's going on.
That's right. Yep. Mr. Nandor, yes. His book. Yeah, we had him on there the other day. What was it? The other week or so, and he had that pregnant lady in his book as well. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Good to see. Down. Where did he go? I guess Sim left to go get his new headset on. Cool. I suppose.
No, it's funny.
Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I'm a software engineer by trade, and I've spent a lot of years of my career working on video chat software, like in the early days of my career. And I'm like, man, and this was in the early 2000s. I'm like, oh, this video chat stuff's going to be figured out and be perfect in 5 years. And here we are 20 years later. Video chat still sucks. Nobody can make it work right. It's just never going to get sorted out.
You're a man of many hats, I've noticed.
Yeah, I do too much shit, some might say. And by that some person, I mean my wife.
Well, at least it helps make the money,
Or it just creates other addictions to spend money on, like trading cover.
All right, how you doing, Tim? Better now?
Yes, I'm back. Better, faster, and sounding better.
Good.
How's it going?
Sim has to park his hover vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I thought you guys would enjoy that. I would actually call from Mike Tim Horton.
Should have called from in the store.
I was.
Well, good Lord. All that background noise while you're in the store?
You put me in as I was walking out.
Sim.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to get your coffee fix. I understand that.
I know. Like when you wake up in the morning, you want that coffee, you go get it. You know, I'm a go-getter.
What other projects you have coming up outside of talks?
Oh man, I have way too many projects coming up. I'm working on a cyberpunk martial arts story. I'm a martial artist. I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and MMA for about 20 years. So I've always wanted to write a comic story about martial arts that is kind of grounded in what would actually be realistic. Because I mean, obviously in comics you see bombastic, fight scenes and stuff that's like great to watch in terms of like the effects, but not realistic. So I've always wanted to incorporate like actual martial arts into a story, and I've done that in some of my other ones too. But so I'm excited about that. I'm also creating a Western horror supernatural book. That's kind of a one shot that'll be coming out. I'm pitching at the publishers now, and that'll be coming to Kickstarter. I got about 5 other stories too. I have a problem, and that it in this addiction, so I just keep creating more and more comics. And now we're just trying to figure out how to sell them and get people to read them. But they're getting made.
As soon as one Kickstarter ends, we got another one up.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of years worth of content ready to go, and I need to stop making more and just get the ones I have out there. But it's hard.
I do like the Weird West genre there, the combining westerns with supernatural elements. I always liked that. I always thought it was neat.
Yeah, westerns are a really interesting genre because it's easy to play with so many themes in there, because it's always like life is hard on the frontier. People are doing what they can to survive, but yet there's technology kind of coming up and morality's kind of there. Yeah,
and westerns, they kind of died off in terms of like their popularity and stuff now. So It's nice to see people doing stuff with them again, here and there on the at least through crowdfunding.
Oh, for sure. There's some. One of the books that I love that's similar theme but very different story to that one I'm working on is Canary from Scott Snyder, which is finally coming to the direct market. That was another one I loved with the whole Western format.
Let's see. Soul says, "Hi Sim, you sound pitch perfect."
Well, thank you.
All right. Evan's website with current and upcoming projects. Thank you, Soul. Putting the link. Sugar's gym buddy used to tap him with a rear naked joke, but let's change the subject. You said you're into MMA. Shut up, Mo.
Here's Spellwriter with another link.
What is this? Sugar, play this clip and explain it, please. No.
That seems like a dangerous one too.
Yeah.
Have you backed this project, Pale Rider? I don't see any number change.
This sounds like a trap.
I ain't doing nothing. What do you think this is? You know how this works. Ugh. It is. It's interesting. So these, how do I say it? So even though these things are mutated, they still kind of like humans still are human. They're just mutated.
Yeah. Right.
And everything.
Yeah. As humanity kind of eventually mutates, they inevitably get kind of pushed out of the settlements underground because nobody wants to see a reminder of their, impending mutation, shitty future. So they become, the rejects and kind of bond with other mutants on the surface and kind of build these revolving bands, do whatever they can to survive. So it's
So there's no like, they're not turned into just like kind of like mindless zombies or just crazed people. They're just
correct. Yeah, I mean they maintain their brain for the most part to whatever level they can. Some are smarter than others, but
let's see. Sim, Sugar isn't scared of traps. Exactly, Sugar loves traps. Shut up. Oh Lord. Convoy.
Don't get me started with the convoy.
Convoy through the night.
No, I am Canadian. There was a great convoy not too long ago.
Canadian convoy.
Yep.
Nope,
But we're not allowed to talk too much about it.
It's a need-to-know basis.
Honk, honk. I'm in Canada. All I need to say is Trudeau.
Hush, hush, hush up, Sim. We don't want you disappearing.
I didn't think the Canadian government is at that level where they're just knocking people off yet, are they? Maybe the news is hiding that.
No, but you're getting to the point that you can get the police because you said something not too nice about Trudeau on the internet at this point, and they can freeze your account like they did to the truckers or people that supported the truckers.
Oh, man.
And I was a supporter.
The times we live in.
Yeah. That'll get better.
So much for freedom of speech, huh?
Yeah, stand for your right to party. Oh, it's a great song, dude. You have something against the Beastie Boys, Sugar?
I don't know.
You were looking for something?
Yeah. I got nothing.
They're too intergalactic for you.
I feel like if you were alive in the 80s in the U.S., you've got to like the Beastie Boys.
Of course. I was born in 76, so great years.
Yeah, I like Sabotage. It was fun.
Yeah, Sabotage was great.
I think that was one of the first compact discs I owned. Was some Beastie Boys singles.
Okay. What was the first? I'm trying to think of what was the first CD I owned? I think what was the first CD I bought? I think Black Label Society. I think one of the first cassettes I owned, I think, was Fear Factory's Demanufactured.
Dave just came in and goes, Sim, the RCMP call. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but and he leaves.
What?
Dave comes in my room and he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Someone the RCMP just called. And he left.
Uh-oh.
He was hearing what I was saying here.
Yeah. He says, watch your ass. Let's see. Oh, did you see there's a new one of those horror movie games?
Which one?
They got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre one now.
Yep. Yeah, it's in the same vein as the Evil Dead we used to play.
Yeah, like Dead by Daylight and all them.
Yeah.
It's perfect for playing right before bed at 3 a.m.
Yeah. A little spooky.
I don't know. I unlike Dead by Daylight, you can't actually fight back. It's actually interesting to be the survivor.
All you can do is just run for your life the whole time.
In Dead by Daylight, yes, you have to run and do things. While in Evil Dead, it's you fight. You have guns, you have car, you can drive car, you can do it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
melee, long range.
They're shutting Evil Dead down, ain't they? The servers and everything.
I don't think they're serving it down. What they did shut down is the fact that they're not going to be doing new stuff for it. But it's still, you can still play. It's just that because people are saying, the game's going to die because of the new game of it's not the same.
As long as you can affix a chainsaw to your severed arm, I'd be happy.
Yeah. I loved it.
Got to keep it classic.
There's only one of the 4 Ashes that can't have the chainsaw, but that's the one from the before he goes to the shack in the first movie. So young Ashes, you can't use it, but all the rest is pretty sweet. Yes. Especially when you get your boomstick and you get a golden one. It does.
As long as it's still Bruce, I'll be happy. As long as it still looks like Bruce Campbell.
Oh, there's Jay Ryan. Okay, Sugar, I just got here. Catch me up. All right. Mr. Evan, give us the pitch again.
Docs is a wasteland story about a woman who becomes pregnant after humanity's been sterile for 30 years. And it's all about her trying to survive, outrun crazy mutants, biker gangs, and everything while she figures out what the hell it means to care for a life other than her own. That's right. 140-page collected trade paperback on Kickstarter now.
Yeah, you can get the big collected version here for only $25. But there's also a one shot you can get as well. with this campaign and stuff. It's got a cool. It's got one of those wraparound covers. Let me scroll down here. Oh, did I pass it? Yeah, I passed it. There it is. You got a little wraparound cover for the one shot,
which is also getting released for free digitally throughout the campaign. So if you just want to read it, it's free too, and I put it on Global Comics and stuff as well.
And if you're curious about it, you can read a sample of this book as well. But I like how he. Oh, did I pass it? Where is it? Wait, no. Where is it? There. I like how he put like the thumbnails for every page in here, so you can it kind of emulates that feeling of flipping through the book at your comic shop. Through the crowd fair, so you get a little bit of an idea here without being able to read the dialogue and get an idea of what's going on, but you get a sense of how it's going to be.
And also proof that it's actually finished and you won't have to wait 3 years for the book.
That's another positive. This has a quick turnaround. So, you'll be getting it pretty quick once the campaign ends. And if you like what you see, there's always the digital option if you don't have a ton of money and don't feel like spending a lot of money for like shipping and whatnot. Which the shipping ain't too bad for this one. For folks.
Pisses me off when people inflate shipping to try to make extra margin on that. I try to get it within as close as I can to the actual cost.
Let's see. Scroll down. Where's that? Yeah. There's the covers for Talks number 5. Mr. Evans said, you said you're going to get the other previous Talks as add-ons on here, correct?
Yeah, I got to get some add-ons for single issues. I have a limited supply of the issues 1 through 4 with the 8 covers left, but I'll get some out there. I always forget that some people like floppies. I personally prefer collected trades, but
same here.
Get the back issues up for the floppies.
I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Let's see. Sim, how are your 3D printed sex toys coming along?
Dude, not because you want to use them as butt plug that they're sex toys.
Well, how's it coming along?
It's amazing.
You could do whatever you want with those bullet minifigures. As long as you pay them before you do it, I don't give a damn.
Yep. Seal them first. You don't want the plant-based PLA in these places.
Technically, it's resin, so it's even worse if you leave it in there too much. I do usually cook them, so it's not as bad. But if you leave them for too long, you might end up in a hospital, and it's going to be way worse than a gerbil up your ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some of the stuff I resin printed years ago, and I didn't hollow it well enough, and there was a resin trap there. I didn't realize it cracked like years later. You would not want that experience.
Nope.
Uncured resin, not good for the body.
And you need to know how to do those support properly without them going inside.
Thank you, Soul. Soul says Mo says, just don't ask Sugar about the progress of his 5 Nights at Freddy's nude mod. I'm sick of hearing about it. Good Lord. I've never even played that game. Jay Ryan says the art looks good. Interesting.
Appreciate it.
And he says, damn it, Sugar, has Baldur's Gate 3 become a gateway drug for your furry fetish? And now you're on the Oh, speak of video games. Soul, you'll be happy to know Rattopia just came out. I got a notification today that it is now in early access, available to buy. So
oh god,
that means I need to make a video about Rattropolis for you. So and then I can buy Rattopia and try it and see how good it is. Let's see here. Let me see what everybody's saying. What's this? Yeah, there's a sample chapter of this book. There we go. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that. This is why I put up with all of Mo's shenanigans. He can be nice and helpful.
I appreciate all the links and shares.
Mo, do you know the skit on Reverse Side? Oh, I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check it later. Sim, enough of that. I was just making a pun, not planning on being a jackass.
Being in Jackass.
Hmm.
It does, in and a doesn't. It changes the entire meaning of that sentence, dude. You fucked it up.
I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he means by it.
You don't know what Jackass mean? You know what it is?
Yeah.
Those guys that did those movies with those stupid stunts. Jackass.
Yeah.
There you go. We're making a joke about him jacking his ass with resin.
Dog furries banging each other in my living room is greater than military strategy games with mice. What? Whoa. So what? Well, if that's your thing, okay. Oh my! But everybody, go check this one out.
I appreciate the opportunity to pitch it. I got to jump some.
Yeah, I know you got to head
full-time
out.
job shortly here, but
yeah. So I'll go ahead and let you go. I'll probably stick around and say a few things before I wrap this up, so we can let you go, Mr. Evan.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to chat.
Well,
anytime.
thank you for coming on.
And if you ever want to come back on again, you're free to join us.
And I assume you'll be wearing a furry suit next time, according to what I've heard in the comments.
That or a red dress.
Don't listen to these people, Evan.
I don't know what to believe anymore. All right, guys. Thanks again. I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Later.
No problem. Let's see. Everybody's saying bye to Evan. Yeah, well done. Yeah, so everybody go check it out. Look, I scrolled through Kickstarter. And I was like, well, this art looks pretty good, and everything.
When you were telling me the name of the book, I thought you were saying talk. You know, like talking.
No, talks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I thought, this art looks pretty solid. Yeah, it's got some gore there and some action. I figured somebody might like to check it out. So maybe somebody in the replay will see it and be interested. If nothing else, I figured it would reach some new eyes. Give people have time to think about it. There's still, 14 days? No, 17 days. So there's still time for people to see the replay and get interested or think about it. Wonder how that Axel's Infernal's doing. Oh, it got funded. Look at that.
Oh, sweet.
Huzzah! DJ Chichester got his book funded. That's great. That's great. It got a big surge in backing at towards the end there. That's wonderful. I'm happy to hear it.
Did you back it?
Not yet. I'm going to. I just ain't done it yet. Thinking, I guess it don't matter when I'm back it because it'll still take the money out at the end.
Yeah, but it is Kickstarter, so.
I guess I could just back it now. I guess it don't matter. What's this, Sim?
It was something I'm working on.
Is it like a chibi sim or chibi nat?
Cartoon Nat. A bit like the stickers I got 6 a.m. to do. So it's kind of like that, my answer to all those pops and stuff. I thought that was cool, so I'm working on this. Started that last night. Still blocking a bit. You guys like it?
Oh, out of root beer. Out of my root beer. Curses.
Garden gnome Nat. The idea was to do like a cartoon version of all the characters. Would be a cool little collection thing.
Do you grease pencil in Blender, Sim?
Not yet.
I don't even know what that means.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see what's.
It's one of the things they did in there is that you can actually draw on a 3D environment. So you can have a 3D environment and draw 2D animation over it.
That sounds different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something I've got into. Like I never used Blender until last year, so I started getting to know it. I used to use Softimage and all those big ones. Maya.
Let's see. Mo says at least it sounds better than Sugar's last home video, Victoria's Secret of Nim. No, that's how much I can't stand mice games. Thank you, Soul. Art is decent, and it's $25 for 140 pages. Seems like a solid offering. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So this is a pretty solid looking book. I'll reach out to him, and somebody might be interested. Between folks who catch the live stream and the replay folks, I'm sure somebody might be a little interested there. Check it out. Garden. Oh, we already said that. Sugar has started keeping all references to his filmography. No, I have not. I just haven't got to it yet. Hush up, Mo. All right, Mr. Brink says, greetings, all you awesome people, and hello to you too, Chris. Well, gee, thanks, Brink. Jay Ryan says, damn, that was good, Mo. I'll give props to that. Doc says, it was fun, but alas, I got to go make the donuts. Cheers. Oh, yeah. See you later, Doc. Always good to see you pop up in the chat.
Yeah. What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Let's see. But, I got, we're going to have a launch day stream on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. I reached out to Rob because I seen he was going to be launching Nightwolf on Kickstarter. And so I thought, you know what? I'll reach out to him, see if he'll come on the show.
I was gonna say, oh, you're furry buddy. Okay.
What? Wow.
I couldn't help it. I tried to keep it in. I just had to say it. I'm sorry. Is your paw friend? Your paw partner?
Maybe that could be a thing. Maybe I could wear the furry PJs for the launch.
Or you go buy those big paw gloves.
Or I don't know. Like if we get a bunch of backers during the live stream, I wear it or something. Maybe that could be something. Yeah. I could go buy the pajamas or whatever that Soul was or whoever was talking about. I could go buy them, and then if we get so many backers on the launch day stream, I'll put them on and wear them during the stream. That could be something I could do. Yeah. Let me see. Everybody's saying later to Doc. Steel City! I didn't even know I mentioned Steel City. But okay. Paw Patrol? The only reason I know about Paw Patrol is because of the ex's kids was really into it. Let's see. Guest was a no-show? No, he was here, Brink. He just left around almost the same time you popped in. Let me see here. All right. Let me bring it up here. There. Yeah, it was this here. It was Talks Volume 1. It's a affordable book, and it's got some really nice looking art there. Basically, the whole idea is we somehow like caused an issue with the atmosphere where the Earth's rays like fully hit us. Like I guess we took out the ozone layer or whatnot. So everything started to mutate and get irradiated. So humanity started living underground, and it's this post-apocalyptic world where there's all these mutated creatures and people. And the main character is this redheaded woman, and she is pregnant. And basically all of humanity is sterile. So her getting pregnant is this like kind of crazy thing. And it's like her story with that whole situation. But the art looks nice. Looks pretty solid. Good work. You're getting quite a bit of pages because it's a collected edition of like the five floppies. And you're getting it for $25 if you're going physical. And you also got digital options, and he's shipping international. And from the way he talked, the international shipping is decently affordable. So nice. Let's see. To me, the Dragon Ball PJ was already furry adjacent. What are you talking about?
You ain't wrong.
What is wrong with Dragon Ball PJ? How is that even furry?
Your PJs are furry.
No. I've got my Punisher PJs on. How's that furry?
Because they're like velour, like furry, like fabric.
No. That don't even work.
No. Lemon pledge.
But why didn't Nightwolf launch in time for Halloween? I don't know. I guess he just didn't feel like it. We'll have to ask him when he comes on. Yeah, the art style isn't 100% my jam, but the colors and overall look is good. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this is a pretty solidly put together book here, at least in terms of the visuals and everything. It's affordable. It's got a good page count. I figured this was definitely one to have on the show and show if people were interested. I thought overall this was I'd rate this solid. Let's see if he does the Rob Halford again. What? Turbo Lover? You got another thing coming? Rose says, what is wrong with Dragon Ball PJs? Don't even get me started. Goku has a tail and turns into a giant ape. Oh, come on. So now anytime it involves any kind of animal thing, it's furry now? Come on, Jay Ryan. Sugar trying to hide his furry ways. That is not furry adjacent.
It's the mystery behind mice and men. Right, Sugar?
Come on now. But speaking of Punisher, I did...
King of Ratopolis.
I finally sat down and fully watched all of Punisher Warzone.
Huh?
The
movie? Okay, yeah.
I finally sat down and watched it all the way through. I watched it with Mom while we were eating.
I love them at Punisher, but they did him dirty in the movie. I think it's the movie that's anything around him, like he's perfect. The way the character is portrayed. Even Micro, like the way they picked that guy to play Micro, I thought everything was fine. But the rest of the movie, the bad guys is meh. You don't agree?
I had mixed feelings on it. Like it was.
Yeah, like the soap guys in there, the relationship, that stuff. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff from Punisher that's in there that you didn't see before in movies. But the bad guys, the environment was very like, nah.
I thought it was a fun adaptation. I didn't mind Jigsaw. I thought he was fine.
His brother is way too over the top.
I didn't like the brother.
No, he's way too over the top. He's like a cartoon in there. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was kind of ridiculous. And then he was doing like kung fu moves. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why are you doing kung fu? That makes no sense. But
Looney Bin Jim or something like that. His name was.
Yeah, Looney Bin Jim. The parkour guys.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah.
The only good thing is when he explodes in the air.
Yes, I was like, yeah.
Or how he kills the last one.
He just blows his ass up. That's hilarious. I loved it.
Like, or you see the last one and on the fence, and then he lands with his foot on his face, breaking his neck. Damn. Like the violence, the thing, like the Punisher per se is awesome. Everything else though is. That's why I said they did him dirty. Like the movie did him dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The rest.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think.
Even the actress that plays the mother, she can't even play that scene on the fucking porch when she's pointing the gun at him. Like, dude, that everything in there is so cringy and bad. It's not even funny.
Yeah, like some of the dialogue wasn't great.
But the guy was the best fucking Punisher on screen, and I still stand by it.
I thought it was a fun adaptation. They got some of the stuff right for Frank. Yeah, like when that cop goes to arrest that guy and he just blasts his head off. I was like, yeah, yes.
No, so I said it's like the movie is like, but the Punisher is on point, dude.
Yeah, like the Punisher himself is solid.
Everything about him is solid. Like it's fucking insane. Like it just feels like they took. It really feels like they took a fucking awesome movie and removed everything, and just kept the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, the parkour make it cheesy. It's like you're going from a big budget movie, and the rest of the movie feels like it's a low budget movie.
I thought it was a lot of fun. It's still for me better than pretty much all the MCU.
And you know where you know his base when he goes in the metro.
Yeah.
When he goes down the subway and he goes to his home. That's right. That's right here. It's the metro. It's my subway right here next to my house.
The only, I still say the Tom Jane Punisher is better. I still like it way more than
the movie is better, but not Tom Jane as Punisher. I think the other one's better. But it's that movie is the best Punisher movie though. That makes sense. I just hated it for one reason. I hate the changes they made. I hate the fact that they go and kill his entire fucking family. It's not an accident anymore. That's the thing. It's before it was collateral damage. No, they went there and killed him and his entire fucking family. I think that kind of ruined it. In a bit. Yeah, but I love that movie. It's like John Travolta, how he fucking fucks him over. Like, it's fucking insane. I made you kill your wife. I made you kill your sons. Oh, the other one's dead too, by the way.
Yeah, I liked it. But
I still think the Warzone one is the best Punisher on screen.
But then again, you also had to factor in, like, there's been multiple different interpretations of Punisher. So, like, the Punisher Warzone one is probably the best depiction of Warzone Punisher. But then you got to think about, like, the earlier Punisher from, like, the 80s or whatnot. And you got to think of, modern day Punisher and all the different depictions of him. I still like Tom Jane Punisher. I still like that movie. I like the fight scene with Kevin Nash's Russian.
Oh, dude, it's insane.
I love that fight. It's so great.
And it's so like the comic book. The only thing they change is the pot for the pizza or something, like the what?
Yeah, it's such a cool. I like the movie.
The way he gets beat up, thrown through the fucking wall, like, dude, I love it. That's what I'm saying. It's the best fucking Punisher movie. The only thing is, what I forget his name right now, but that guy was like the best cast Punisher. He looked the part, felt the part, looked like the goddamn comic book.
The fellow who died, Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, Ray Stevenson. Like that guy should have been the biggest, baddest fucking Punisher movie ever, but they did him dirty.
And it made me think, I'm like, why don't we have more Punisher video games? Like, that should be an easy game to make.
Dude, the last one they made, it was fucking insane.
That PlayStation 2 one was cool.
Yeah, dude, that's the one where you could, do you want to kill him by shark or you want to kill him by saw? Like, what?
Yeah, some crazy executions and stuff.
That was fucking, I loved it. It's like that Wolverine game with Mark Hamill doing the voice. That game was awesome.
Are you
I
talking
don't know
about
why they
Origins?
just stopped doing them.
Are you talking about Origins?
I'm not sure if it was Origin. It was a
Like-
Wolverine game, and it was
Like
Mark
where
Hamill
you could
voicing him.
see all the like you could see chunks of him getting like tore off.
Yeah,
His
shot
skeleton.
off. Yes,
Yeah, I like that game. I like at one
you
point
could have you can smell people, so, like follow their footprints. It was fucking insane. Loved it.
I had him all maxed out on like durability and everything, and then I took him back to the one was it the one mission where like artillery is blasting and just stood in the artillery just so I could see him get all tore off, and like it was just like his skeleton was just showing.
Yeah.
Like no flesh left on him. I was like, this is great. Let me see. What's everybody saying here? So we're supposed to believe it's just a coincidence that you showcased a book about a single mom named Tox. Yes, it's just a coincidence that this somehow coincides with you guys' made up fiction about me. Lies. Soul says, watching Warzone with your mom. Yeah.
There was 2 games. There was Wolverine Origin in 2009, but there was also Wolverine's Revenge. That's the one with Mark Hamill, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't played that one before. Let's see. Soul says, Sim, yeah, Jigsaw was okay, but the actor for his bro was weak sauce.
Yeah, like yeah, they were all like over the top, like those parkour guys. They were dude.
Yeah. Soul says, my favorite Punisher movie is still the Thomas Jane one. That's right. Aged beautifully, and the scene where he puts the knife through a guy's mouth from below still gets me. Oh yeah, that's a cool one. Yeah.
I love the when he starts doing the. Anyways, all the inner monologue that you got in there was pretty insane. Like the setup, everything was in it.
Yeah. I thought the way he approached
Carpus Venom or something like that.
I thought the way he approached combat in the Tom Jane movie was good. All of it. Let's see. Mr. Brink says, I can't remember anything about any Punisher movie I ever watched. Let's see. I did a video at
PS2.
Oh, nice, Jay Ryan. Nice. Apparently he did a video on the PS2 Punisher game. Nice. I need to go get it again. I don't know if I still have my copy. I don't think I do. Soul saying to Brink, I saw a Dutch film dubbed called Bumper Kleef on the weekend. I think the thriller Joyride, but instead of teens, it's an annoying family. Instead of the killer, an insane grandpa. What? That sounds fun. That does sound
Go ahead.
A crazy grandpa mowing down people in this car. That sounds like it could be wild.
I finally watched a Repo, the genetic opera, yesterday. Everybody kept telling me about it.
Yeah.
It was brought up in the Drew and Chill, so I did a sketch yesterday, Saturday about it. And I finally watched it yesterday with Dave. I enjoyed it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've never watched it. I've seen little clips and that's it. Like I've had some people tell me to watch it, but I'm not into like musicals.
I'm not into musicals neither, unless they're done right in a way. Like I'm not into musicals, but I did enjoy Dr. Horrible Watch Along. I don't mind if there's music in it, but to me, it's like as long as there's story and there's still some talking in it, and I enjoyed it. Like the thing is, the story of Repo, the genetic opera, the story is better than all the other Repo Men story. It's just I kind of would have wished it would have been a full movie instead of just being a musical, but the way they did it is pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Fucked up they got Sarah Brightman in there.
What are these?
And I like the biopunk approach to that movie. Like it made me feel like a bit like in BioShock. Nice.
Let me see something.
What?
Let's see what are these pajamas Soul's talking about. I'm gonna Google search furry pajamas Walmart. Or whoever was saying it, Mo or someone. Oh God, Luke. What is that? Is that a bear one? Oh God, it is. What? Oh Lord, bear. Let me see this one. So we get like a big one. There we go. A bear pajama outfit. Oh, this is what for women though. That don't do me no good. I don't know. I was thinking like, well, maybe I could buy one of these pajama outfits and wear it during that launch stream if we get enough backers. If we get some backers, you know. I don't know.
Probably gonna end up watching all 3 fucking Punisher movies now.
What is this?
That's fucking stupid. I've seen people walk around with a Pikachu on those.
Ass is hanging out. What are you doing, Walmart? Walmart's trying to really sell the sex on this pajamas.
But damn.
Like, look at that. Bam. Bam. They're like, we know what you want. That's wild. Why would there be red? Ain't it like, yeah, it's got a little mouse in the back. Yeah. Like how even like this one has their butt hanging out.
Mm-hmm. They know what they're used for.
Yeah, like what are you doing, Walmart? Walmart's like thirsty as hell. Oh my. Does that PJ come without the PJ? Exactly. Like, man. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know. I was just trying to come up with little things I could do for fun for the launch on Wednesday. And since they had said about that, I thought, well, maybe that would be an idea.
You could get a blue wolf one.
Wait, why is it all women pajamas? Where's the men ones? Can I
Because
sort?
people don't care about men.
Apparently not. Like, it only says women pajamas. It's like, let me sort by male. Show only on sale, no price, no color category. There's pajamas and women's pajamas. No men's pajamas, I guess. Let's try category pajamas. Maybe that'll help. What about that fancy one? What is that? Jeez, that's a big fancy one. Actually, I have a friend who might like that, but I ain't paying that much for it. Good Lord, Walmart. Every pair of pajamas Walmart has that has like a button butt, they they make sure to show some cheek.
Mm-hmm. Is that why you're blushing?
No. There we go.
There you go, Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, it'd be a raccoon. Even has a tail.
Does it have a flip-flap too with the tail?
I don't know. Don't look like it. Yeah, no flap. No open flap.
I'd rather have the flap than the tail, to be honest. I'm saying.
Like those Russian Brad websites. Hashtag shopping.
So it's like, I pretend to look at the PJs too. Just look at that ass.
I don't think I'd be able to get these things sent to me quick enough. Yeah, I don't think
You don't have a Walmart next to you?
Well, I could go to Walmart, but I don't know if they're going to sell these specific things.
But you can always order them on Amazon. I'm pretty sure Amazon have them.
Yeah, but I'd have to have them by Wednesday.
Yeah, but they do have 1-day shipping.
Yeah, but that costs even more money. Oof. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll swing by Walmart tomorrow or something. See what they've got. And if that don't work, maybe I'll go and maybe I'll do that whole 1-day shipping thing or something. I don't know. Just trying to come up with ideas. Let's see. One, pretend to look for PJs. Two, just look at TNA. Yeah. Mo says, I leave for just a couple of minutes and Sugar's on a Walmart bear hunt. No, y'all said about furry pajamas at Walmart, so I thought, well, what if I bought a pair of these furry pajamas, and for the launch on Wednesday with Nightwolf, since you all claim it's a furry book anyway, and if we get enough backers, maybe I would wear the pajamas. I thought that was an idea. They even have a bear pajamas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they even have bear pajamas. Since y'all keep talking about bears. Let's see. Sugar, get Amazon Prime. You'll get your furry suit the next day. It's no good unless the prices can fluctuate. I don't have Amazon Prime.
I do.
Mo says, make sure you let Lola know you will be wearing a fursuit so she can promote the stream. Oh, Lola. I haven't spoken to Lola in a while. Not for a good long while.
Yeah, last thing I've heard from her, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, there was all that.
Yeah, that thing with her husband.
Life stuff going on. Yeah. Ain't heard from her since then.
You don't get involved in stuff like that.
Yeah. I figured it was best to just kind of leave them be. Let her sort all that stuff out going on in her life.
Still here, but don't get involved in that shit.
Right. Let's see. Yeah, so maybe tomorrow I'll swing by. I'll probably go tomorrow or something, swing by Walmart. Yeah, or something.
I went on Facebook and I went on that, what is it again? Official Bounded Into Comics group. Dude, there's so many cosplayers and people using AI art to create cosplay calendar. There's like 25 of them. It's like, I'm shocked. Sorry. I didn't think that was a big business, calendars. I learned who uses calendars anymore. We're all on phones, computer. You know what I mean?
Simps, baby.
Do you have a digital app called Calendar with all those pictures? That would be kind of cool. You know,
I did think about buying one calendar like in the past 15 years, and that's been it. And that was that Diana Bastet, the girl who does the belly dancing to metal music. She has calendars that she does where she does has her cool looking outfits on, and she autographs everything. And I was like, you know what she does? She has a cool talent. She's an attractive lady, wears pretty neat looking outfits. I think she makes them herself. So yeah, I was like, I considered it. I actually did consider buying it, but then I didn't. So I don't know. And I think she teaches yoga, or no, she teaches her belly dancing classes too. I think too. No, I already did all that. Okay. I guess I don't know. I guess I can start to wrap this one up. I guess.
Okay, so don't forget to sub, like, and share, everybody.
Because I need to get some cleaning done. I got to go back to work tonight. So I got to get some cleaning done here a little bit around the house. And, maybe check in on Mom and stuff.
And I'm not going to get into details, but I have a big appointment on Thursday. So people, send me positive vibe. got a big appointment for something big. So
And Mrs. Good Stuff came in at the end. Look at that. What good time.
What's up?
Hey,
good morning.
Hey, Mrs. Good Stuff.
At this point, good evening. Good evening.
Hope your morning's doing well. Thanks everybody for joining us for this one. Go check out Talks over there on Kickstarter. Still got 17 days left. It looks like it's going to get funded, I'd say. And of course, thanks Tim as always for popping in here to being the host.
Of course.
Oh, and we will see you all on Wednesday.
Okay, we love you. Bye-bye.
Later.